Now Circe comes up a lot on this channel, but I've noticed that I haven't actually given her her own dedicated video. We should also be pronouncing her name like Circe, which I can't do it, you guys. Anyway, let's get to it. Circe was the daughter of Helios, the Titan sun god, and Perse and Oceania. She had a brother called Aeetes who became the king of Colchis, which means that Medea is actually Circe's niece. But Circe left Colchis and went to the island called Aiaia. In some accounts, there was a fiery chariot that took her there, and she liked to hang out with a lot of wild, dangerous animals. Lions and tigers and wolves, oh my. And like her father Helios, it was said that her eyes used to emit this golden rays of light, kind of like a laser. So she was just irresistible. So as we know, she turns up in quite a few of these mythological stories. Before meeting Odysseus, she comes up in the Jason and the Argonauts story. As Medea and Jason and all of Jason's friends are fleeing Colchis with the Golden Fleece, Medea ends up killing her brother. So they go to Aiaia, they go to her aunt's place to get purified. Presumably, Circe didn't understand that they were getting purified because of, the murder of the brother, and therefore murder of her nephew. Whatever. Then, of course, on Odysseus' Nostos journey back home to Ithaca from Troy, Odysseus and his friends wash up on the shore of Aiaia, and Medea, not being very trustful and having magical sorcery powers, she turns a bunch of Odysseus' friends into piggies. But then, of course, Odysseus manages to convince her to turn them back into people, and he does this because he seduces her, of course. Anyway, Odysseus and all of his friends live on Aiaia with Circe for a year, and Odysseus even has children with her before he's like, oh, I really have to go home. Another lesser known story that has Circe in it, Glaucus the merman, god of fishermen and such, he falls in love with the water nymph Scylla. So Glaucus goes to Circe and asks for a love potion, but Circe has a big old crush on Glaucus. And instead of a love potion, Circe gives Scylla a deadly potion that turns her into the crazy mythical monster with dogs and snakes coming out of her. Scylla and Charybdis, of course, being the two monsters that live in the Strait of Messina who have an encounter with Odysseus and his friends. Now, I have not read the historical fiction novel, the novel by Madeline Miller, about Circe and her life. I'll get to that eventually. Anyway, that's Circe. Like and follow for more.